Hello and good morning. Welcome to the video. My name is Gabrielle and today I'm going to be showing you a small selection of things that I've made this year in 2024. Hope you stick around. So 2024 was a pretty busy year. I mean, it doesn't look like I've made that much behind me, but to take into consideration all the things that I made under my brand, Silk and Sticks, that I've sold, it was a busy time. So I thought I'd kick off the video by showing you a small selection of things that I've made for my brand Silk and Sticks, and then we'll get into the things that I've made for myself, my home, and my partner. So first up, I have made these cotton shirts. This is Australian cotton, manufactured here in Australia, that I've screen printed homespun onto. So I made a video documenting the whole process of making these, which I'll link somewhere on the screen or down below. These are really fun to make. I've sold a few and I've also kept one for myself, of course. Homespun is meant to be a term of endearment, or it could also be an insult, saying that you look homely or that the clothes you're wearing look homemade. But I personally love looking like I've made my clothes, and I love telling people I've made my clothes, so I've always seen it as a term of endearment. So yes, those were very fun to make, and I hope to make more t-shirts in 2025, just with like some maybe different screen printed logos and whatnot. So I'm putting all my complete projects in the basket. Next up, I have these skirts, which I absolutely adore. These are my super fun, I think I called them my Polly Party skirts, because they remind me of Polly Pocket, which I definitely mentioned in the video of me making these. These were super popular at markets. I sold a bunch of them, and these are the few that are still remaining that I really need to put up on my website, but I am lazy. And I'm really tempted to keep this one at front, the purple and orange one, but I must resist because I already have enough clothes. I don't need it. I do need it. Oh, get in. All the way. So I also made a bunch of knitwear this year for Silk and Sticks. I made beanies, vests, socks. Yes, just those three things. But they have sold, so all I have is the memories and photos. So I'll be sure to chuck in a bunch here. Let's get on to the good stuff. Stuff that I've made for myself. Start with these dresses because, these are just like the epitome of summery dresses, and I'm pretty sure I made these in winter, so I've been dying to get some more wear out of them. I've laid this one up with a turtleneck, which looked really cute. This one in particular, this is just the sweetest fabric. I love it so much. I have a really wholesome memory with this dress. I wore this one, me and my partner traveled Japan. I wore it to the Dayo Wasabi farm, and I just associate that day with this dress now, and I think that's one of the best things about making pieces and just growing these really strong memories attached to them, that every time I see this dress now I think of that day of being in Japan, and just, yeah, it's really sweet. And I love this dress, and I need to wear it so much more often now that it is beautifully warm. So you've already seen the skirts that I made for my brand. Of course, this one, which I have absolutely worn to death and worn in a lot of my videos now, I think, but it's just such a favorite. It's just this really nice textured cotton. It's one of those pieces that I just grab. I can wear it in winter, summer, whatever. I can wear it with tights or with bare legs and I love it so much. So yeah. So of course I made a frog series this year, a two-parter. So these were from the first part. I don't know where I put the beanie. That's one thing I'm bummed about. I can't find the beanie, but I will find it. Hang on. This isn't going to work. One at a time. Let's do that. Starting with the frog mat, or one of the frog mats, because there's two. This is crocheted from wool. I gave one of these away in a previous video, and I never heard if that person received it, so I hope you got it. Yeah, this is super cute. It lives in my camper. It comes with theatre markets, and I think it just attracts everyone's attention because it is just so ridiculously cute. I got this pattern off Etsy, and yeah, it makes me really happy every time I look down, so yay. And then our second frog rug, which, oh my gosh, I spilled paint on and it won't come out, but that's all right. It's on the underside anyway. This is our almost permanent bathroom mat. Also makes me very happy. This one's made from cotton, so it's really good for water absorption. And I don't know what else to say. I think it speaks for itself. And this guy, which, to be honest, it hasn't found a permanent home yet in my house. I did want it to hold our tea towels in the kitchen. I think that's what it's designed for. This was a very modified version of, I think it's called like the King Croker towel holder bathroom caddy, something like that. So I modified it to hold our kitchen towels, but it hasn't found its forever spot yet. We've moved around a lot of things in our little kitchen, so eventually it will. And for now it just sits near my fridge and also makes me laugh every time I look at it because it's something. Alright, so we're going to move into knitwear, and that also crosses over with the frog because this is one of my absolute favourite projects that I've made this year, and I just got to show you. This frog vest. Now, I've made a lot of knitwear in my life, but nothing has brought me as much happiness and deep fulfillment than this frog vest. This is constructed all from 100% wool. This wool is from Bendigo Woolen Mills, I believe. And then the green and yellow is just leftover remnants that I found in my stash. This is my favourite thing I've made this year. Done. Right. This is my 3-hour sweater, which is actually one of my most popular videos on my channel, and for good reason, because it is a massive lie. It is the most clickbaity pattern name I've ever read. But in all, this is also something I've worn quite a bit this year. I made it from a really beautiful wool and mohair blend yarn. I forgot the word for yarn. And so it is ridiculously warm, and actually coming into the warmer months I really want to make one in just a neutral cotton, which I think would be very cute and will not take me 3 hours. It is very sweet. I do love it, and I really need to make it in cotton. Okay, so something that I haven't made for myself is this beautiful jumper for my partner. So this is constructed from 8-ply wool yarn from the Bendigo Woolen Mills. The pattern is the Hans Home pattern from Petite Knit, and this was such a fun knit. It was very boring, very straightforward, but that's sort of what I like. I love the process of knitting. I don't necessarily love to be challenged while I knit. I just love the construction. Hey! Oh, these beetles. Can you see this beetle? There's also a dragonfly on my camera. These beetles are everywhere at this time of year, so are you just gonna... Alright, well, I'm filming, so do you think you might want to? Thank you. Very polite. Yes, this construction was very straightforward and it turned out so nicely. It's just a nice basic jumper, and I'm actually in the process of making one for myself. So yeah, love it. And he loves it too, which is the most important part. And my most recent project that I literally finished on Sunday, today is Wednesday, so 3 days ago. This project is another Petite Knit pattern, which, can you tell that I really enjoy her patterns? It's actually inside out, hang on. I'm checking my flip up. This is the Elizabeth blouse from Petite Knit. If you can't tell, I love her patterns, so love it. It was super easy to do. I say that now because I just finished the sleeves, which was so easy to do, but this whole collar situation was a little bit of a challenge, but I've just been slowly constructing this over the course of probably a year, maybe 9 months, I'm not sure. But yes, this was one that I definitely just kept putting on the back burner while I worked on different projects, and then kept coming back to, which I feel like is a normal thing for knitters. Like, you sort of have like a project on the go, one project, sure, but you have that like one project which you just kind of float in and out of doing, you come back to after you finish things, or when you're doing a more complicated pattern like some colour work on the frog, you come back and you just do some straightforward knitting. So yeah, that's sort of been my back burner project of the year, and I love it. And you can see all my markers that I've done with all different colour wools. I definitely need to not hold it like that. How disrespectful. My apologies. I really do need to block this and get it ready for whenever it becomes cold again. Although in saying that, Taz, it'll probably get cold in March. It's like a switch flips and it's like, oh, summer's gone. Now it's autumn and it's cold. I also have these very small little crafts that I've made. This really cute, very simple crochet bow bunting or garland, I guess you'd say. Yes, I really love it. It hangs above our bedroom entryway. And last but not least, I have these. Oh, they've tangled again. I made a bunch of these also for my last market for little tree decorations in like all stripy, fun, bright colours. But then I went traditional for the ones for my own home. And yeah, they're a little bunting. They hang above our TV. They've completely knotted now, but you get the idea. They're really cute and they were really quick to do, except the pom-poms probably were the most fiddly. A bundle of bunting beanies. Here's the selection of things that I have made this year in 2024. I'm going to pop this back down because it's too hard to hold everything. It is pretty crazy that is the things I've made. I am 100% positive that I've missed a bunch of things in this video. Again, I've sold things, I've misplaced things, I have half finished so many things. I think I said this exact same thing last year, but it rings true this time as well. It's pretty amazing to take a step back and actually put all your projects in one place and go, wow, I made these things. These were balls of yarn or sheets of fabric, and I've turned them into something that you can wear, use, or look at. So I think that's pretty neat. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you feel like liking, please do so. Subscribe if you feel like it. And chuck a comment down below if you so please. Goodbye, and Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, or happy time off work if you don't work in healthcare like I do and you get time off work. Bye.